Yo guys, how y'all doing? So, I think there's constantly always going to be a problem, all right? And we're going to always do what we know how to do best, which is writing softwares to solve that problem, all right? So, same is the case for me, same is the case for this video. I have a problem currently, basically because my videos are project based, all right? People reach out to me saying they want to participate. So, I created a Discord server not knowing that I have to do a lot of responsibility. I have to take up loads of work, which is constantly engaging the community to make sure the community is alive. But guys, to be honest, I really do not have that time. So my solution currently is to create a bot, see how I can create a bot that is able to do all of those little tasks, all right? Tasks like welcoming new members, just doing all of those little stuff that I do not need to do. I do not need to invest my time in doing that. I could be on the beach somewhere or just do something reasonable with my time. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be walking you through how to do that, how to create the bots, and how to link it up with your software, and how to make the bots communicate with Discord. It's going to be a part series, but in this video, what we just want to do basically is to hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. Is to hit the ground running, set up our Discord server, set up our Discord bots, and establish some form of communication from our software to our Discord server. How about we dive right into that? All right, guys, let's do a quick system design just so to ascertain that you understand what I'm saying and you understand what we're trying to build, because that's very important. You need to understand what we're trying to build. You get what I mean? Let's do that quickly. All right, you might not see my face, but you're going to see the board. All right, my face is not important now. What is important is this board. All right, but I just hope you're seeing the board, man. So, this is Discord server. This is going to be my piece of software, and this is going to be my database. All right, so my piece of software is going to be a background job. It's going to be a background job, and within this background job, we have the bots. All right, so the idea is within my database, I'm going to have some posts and I'm going to have some timelines. All right, so I could say, do this at this particular time, do this at this particular time. The idea is at some particular interval, all right, my background job should go to my database and check out different activities, all right, and should be able to determine what posts or what activity is to be placed on my Discord server at a particular time. All right, my background job could do that on an hourly basis. And once it finds a particular activity for that particular hour, my back really hurts now. It's going to basically just assign the task to the bot, and the bot is going to carry out that task on Discord server, basically. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So basically, that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be doing. We have a bot, we have a background job, and we have a database, and we have Discord server. This guy communicates to my database to get current activity, delegates the activity to the bots, and the bots post it on Discord server. Simple and clear. That's what we're going to be doing, guys. So this is engineers then, the Discord server I was telling you guys about. Nothing is happening now, but we're on to something, trust me. And you can join us. I mean, this is part of my struggle to make sure that you guys have a good time and you guys have a community that is worth joining to join us. All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing is to go to Discord developers portal. So this is what Discord developers portal looks like. That's the first place we're going to be going to, and obviously you have a lot of things here, but what we're concerned about is the application. So we want to create a new application, and I don't know what to call this bot, where I can just say Jarvis. Woo, Jarvis. So I'm going to call this bot Jarvis. All right, so that's the application we're going to be building. You can do all of this fun stuff But two important things you want to have. The first is you want to copy out your bot token. You need a bot token. I mean, we can do the replacement of pictures later on, but you need your reset token. You need to have that. So let's do that. It's not going to show the reset token. It's only been shown once, so you can just do a reset. So I'm going to do a reset. I'm going to type my password real quick. All right, so that's going to generate a new token for you, and you need to keep that token somewhere. You need to keep that token safe. So you can copy and do this. So basically just going to create a notepad, and I'm going to, so you just need to keep the token safe. All right. That's that. Select an image. Let's select an image. Let's just select this. All right. Why not? Jarvis loves everyone. So all right, so we've done that. The next thing we need to do is to give Jarvis um, some permission. Obviously, there are a lot of things Jarvis can do, but for now, I'm just going to be giving Jarvis the administrator permission because I want Jarvis actually to be able to do a lot of things. But we're not going to start to assign permission in this video. That's going to take a lot of time. So we're just going to give Jarvis administrator permission. Let's see OAuth. For OAuth, we're going to generate. OAuth is basically your security kind of stuff. So you need to generate, you need to tell Discord what type of application you're building so they can generate the link for you to be able to permit or give the right permission for that application to communicate with your Discord server. Does that make sense? That's a lot mouthful. But I know you get what I'm saying. You guys are smart. So all right, so I'm going to be doing bots. You're going to select bots, and I'm also going to select administrator. So it basically means Jarvis is able to do anything for now, anything. All right, so having done that, you copy this. I'm going to copy this and you paste it somewhere. Paste it here. Right. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. All right, so what that basically did for us was to generate a particular link, giving us that ability to permit Jarvis to be able to interact, with our Discord server. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So that's what's happening here. All right, so if you have a number of Discord server, this is where you get to select which Discord server you want your bot to interact with. For us, it's just engineers then. So I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna say continue, and I'm giving Jarvis the administrator permission. Obviously, we already consented to that. So authorize, authorize. Yeah, human. All right, so I can go to engineers then, spin it up. Okay, so it's basically seeing me as a new member. Uh, but let's confirm that Jarvis is now in our Discord server. Can we confirm that real quick? So we can go to members and try to look for Jarvis. Jarvis, where are you? Oops, I can't find Jarvis. It's Jarvis. All right, we're unable to find Jarvis. Jarvis, where are you, Jarvis? Let's see, let's see. Okay, if I say add Jarvis, Jarvis is here actually. This is Jarvis. Jarvis is here. So why am I unable to find Jarvis? Okay, I'm going to send Jarvis a message. Say, hey, can I access Jarvis from here? Nope. Okay, let's go back to members. Or you know what? Let's just do a refresh. Let's do a refresh of the server and see if we're able to access Jarvis. Okay. There you go, guys. There you go, guys. That's Jarvis. That's Jarvis. That's Jarvis. The love bot. The bot that loves everyone, every member of engineers then. So you guys watch out for Jarvis, man. You're going to see Jarvis interacting with you now and then. So just watch out. All right. So we've created the application, we've created the bot, and we have permitted Jarvis to be able to interact with our Discord server. The next thing for us to do now is to build the application. We need to build the application that is going to help Jarvis to know what to do. For example, if I send Jarvis a message, Jarvis should be able to know how to respond. For now, that's what we're going to be doing. Probably in the next video, we're going to be dealing with scheduled posts and all of the likes. But now, let's concentrate on this. So I'm going to create a .NET application real quick. I already have one running, so I'm just gonna say Visual Studio. Okay, new project. Blank solution. Uh, Jarvis. All right, so I got a feedback that my code is usually not visible. So no worries, guys. This is going to be very visible. All right, I've created the project. The next thing I'm going to do is to add created the solution. I need to add a project into this. So remember what we're doing today is just the bare bone, right? We just need to make sure that Jarvis actually works. All right. So we're basically just going to be creating a console application, which is going to be our interface. All right. So this is going to be Jarvis.app. That's basically going to be our presentation layer. All right. Because that's how Jarvis is going to be communicating with the external world. So Jarvis.app 6.0. Do not use top level statements. Thank you. All right, so it's going to be so visible for you guys to see. I'm sure that's very visible. Okay, guys, I'm gonna make this public and I'm going to do this. All right, so the first thing we need to do is to get a particular dependency. The dependency is called discord.net. All right, so that's basically Discord's SDK that helps you connect with all things Discord. All right, so let's get that real quick. Manage NuGet package. Okay, discord.net. All right, so this is what we're looking for, discord.net. I'm going to install the latest version. Accept. I think we're good. Okay, so we're going to do a private read-only. Discord sockets clients. So this Discord socket client is basically from our discord.net library. All right, and that is the client that we're going to be using to communicate with our Discord server. Makes sense? All right, so the first thing we're going to do is create a CTOR, just initialize our client. Our clients could just do this if you like. equal to new Discord clients, and also going to say this dot client dot message received. So there are actually a lot of events here, all right, a lot of events that you can react to, and we're going to be these are what we're going to be taking advantage of, right? Everything you do on Discord triggers a particular event. It's an event-based system, all right? So everything you do triggers a particular event, so we can leverage on each of those events to achieve whatever it is we want to achieve. So in this case, we are saying on message received, and this is going to expect a delegate, all right? But for now, we don't have a delegate created, so I just want you to know that we're going to be using that. So you can just leave that as is. All right. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a method that helps us to start listening for messages. Start listening for messages. Messages. All right. So this is going to be public sync. All right. Basically, we want to know when we log in, because the first thing you have to do is to log in. You have to do some form of login. You have to log in with the particular token that we were given, and um, we have to tell Discord server that this particular bot, which is Jarvis in our case, is authorized to access this particular server. All right. So let's say private const token. Of course, this is by no means a way to go. Normally, what you want to do, which I would eventually do when I get to refactor, but we just need to get this up and running. All right. You might want to keep your token safely. You want to keep it maybe in your user secret or in a particular vault if you're using the cloud storage. But for now, we just need to get this guy working. So I'm going to be pasting my token. Yeah. All right. So I have my token. Um, the first thing we would have to do is to say await client the login async. You have to log in async. First, we have to tell Discord what type of token. This is token type dot bots and pass our token. Sweet and simple. So we can easily just say await client dot start async. All right. Okay, so tax dot delay. So what this is basically going to do for us is to help us create some form of infinite loop, all right, because this has to continually listen. All right, so that's what tax.delay minus one is going to do for us. Okay, we want to constantly see the message that is coming. So let's create this particular function.
Sure, but your device needs to be unlocked for that.
Log. All right, that solves that. Basically, the delegate signature is expecting a task. All right. So we have to do some maneuvering to make sure this is returning tax. But majorly, what I want this to do is to always just type out the message so we can see what is happening exactly. All right. So having done that, we need a message handler. We need a method that helps us handle messages, incoming messages. All right, so the first thing we want to do is to check. We have to be sure that the author of this message is not a bot. Because if the author of the message is a bot, we are handling a message for a bot. That's going to be a problem. That's going to cause an infinite loop because Jarvis himself or ourselves is a bot. We have to check that. We have to cater for that. Author, this is going to handle whichever message is coming in. So this is where we could actually do something like a switch to know what type of message is coming in. This is where the business logic actually lies. All right, so we can take this message handler as our delegate. All right, so whilst initializing Jarvis, once a message is received, it delegates that message to this particular message handler. All right, and that is able to receive the message, confirm that it is not a bot, and respond to the message. So for now, as we've said, basically what we want to do um, is not to complicate things. We just need to get Jarvis up and running. All right. So there is not going to be a ton of business logic in this particular series. All right. So what we're just going to do is to say await message dot channel dot send message async. All right. So we're just going to craft a particular response. Say var response. We're going to add code one. Let's say, hey, I am Jarvis. How can I help you? How about an emoji? Why not? Let's have an emoji. Jarvis is a cool guy. Can I help you? All right, so that's going to be our response for now. It's an encoded response for now. No sort of business logic going on, but obviously we're going to have each types of message activity handled. All right, but for now we're just going to be doing this. All right, so that's going to be right about that. Okay, so for our tax main, we're going to make this asynchronous. And we're just going to initialize Jarvis and say my bots. Let's just say Jarvis. Okay. All right, guys. Let's test this out and see how it works. Before we test it out, let me just run you through real quick. All right. So basically, what we did is we have our token. All right. We initialize our token and we initialize our Discord socket clients, which can be derived from discord.net. All right. And we have a message handler. Message handler is responsible for responding to any form of message. And then we have this method called start Jarvis, which basically logs Jarvis in for the sake of authentication. All right, we can actually get this removed for the sake of authentication, and it starts Jarvis. And obviously listens for message. We have a message handler, and this responds to message. For now, we have hard-coded message response for now, and we're starting up Jarvis. All right. So let's run our application and see what we have. But before we run our application, let's try to send a message to Jarvis. Let's try to send a message to Jarvis. So the first thing you will notice is that Jarvis is not online currently. All right, let me see if I can zoom in. So yeah, Jarvis is not online currently. All right, but let's start this guy up real quick. See what's going on, guys. Jarvis is trying to connect. He's trying to connect. You can you guys see this? This is awesome. So you see, you are using GID events gateway, blah 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 blah. intent with blah 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 blah. The most important thing is that Jarvis is connected and Jarvis is ready. So let's get back to our Discord server and see if we can communicate with Jarvis. So the first thing to notice is that Jarvis is now online. See that, guys? See that green tick, man? That's what I'm talking about. Jarvis is now online. So let's say, hello, Jarvis. How about give Jarvis this? Oh my words. Did you see that, guys? Say, hey, I'm Jarvis. How can I be of help? How can I be of help? All right. So very quickly, I think what I'll do now is to just set a breakpoint so you guys can see how the interaction works. All right. So let's do that. Set a breakpoint. So let's set a breakpoint on our message handler. All right. Let's just do that again. Hey, from. All right. So notice what we have here. So we have message, and you can see the message objects containing a lot of stuff. So you can see that message objects, unfortunately, I can't increase this, so you'd have to strain your eyes to be able to see it. So we have the message object, we have a farm, we have a farm created, and the most important thing is checking the author, all right, the author of the message. And you can see that it's actually giving us the author of the message, which is myself, and his bot is false, which is what we're trying to check out for. So we know this guy is not a bot, all right. So what this guy is going to do is to go to respond message, and obviously a response message does its job. And as I said, this response to message is where we're actually going to be setting all of our business logic. Let me be sure that this video is still recording because I will be pained if it's not. Okay, still recording. So this response message is where we're going to have all of our business logic, all of our checking for what to do, when to post a particular activity, if we're actually responding to a new timer, a first timer, that's a new member, and all of those stuff. But for now, we're just sending um, a message. And so if you get back to this, that's how you're going to see this happen. So this is awesome, guys. This is awesome. Let's take it a step further. So say for example, um, we want to be able to interact with a particular channel. Say for example, I want Jarvis to be able to send an announcement, right? I'm not going to use this announcement channel because this is public. I'm just going to use a private channel. So yeah, let's say for example, we want Jarvis to be able to make an announcement or send a message to this channel. How are we going to do that? Let me show you. So the first thing we're going to do is to first right click on this. But before you can get this copy channel ID, all right, you need to turn on your developers mode. You need to turn on your developers mode. All right, so to do that, you need to real quick just get here, go to appearance. You go to appearance and you should see something like advanced, and you should see developers mode. I have that turned on already, so you got to turn that on to be able to do this. All right, so on turning that on, you do this and you right click, you copy the channel. All right, so we want Jarvis to be able to send an announcement on our Discord server. All right. Anything to be able to say anything, basically. All right. So what we're basically going to do is to say, um, make an announcement. So the use case for this is, say for example, a new member joined the Discord server. All right, Jarvis should be able to get that event and make an announcement to say, "Hey guys, this guy just joined the Discord server. How about you say hello?" All right, that's the use case for this. So let's say public. Let's just make that private. Private sync tags. Make an announcement. So the first thing we're going to do um, is to specify the ID of the channel. All right. And note that I copied that particular ID. So I have the ID of the channel here already. All right. That's not a string. Sorry. It's not a string. So we have the ID of the channel. The next thing I'm going to do is to get the channel. So I'll say client. This SDK basically have everything that we need, to be honest with you guys. So we can actually get the channel with this particular ID. All right, let's see what this guy returns. Get a channel. It returns a WebSocket based channel. Null when the socket is not found. Okay, so I can just say if channel, can do a check. Channel equals to null. Just return. Right. So otherwise we can say await. Let's get a message to be sent to the channel. String message broadcasts. So we say await channel dot send. We should have channel dot send. Okay. All right. So we have to actually do a cast here. So cast as iMessage channel. Yeah. Let's do a cast. So by so doing, we should be able to say send message as sync. We're going to be sending message broadcast. All right. All right. So we're just going to be assuming that whoever is sending a message to Jarvis, on responding, Jarvis is going to make an announcement and say, I just got a message. Yo. All right. So if we go back, you would notice that, let's see. So Jarvis is still up, very much up. So let's do this. Let's remove this. So the expectation is on sending a private DM to Jarvis, Jarvis should be able to broadcast a message on this particular channel. All right, that's the expectation. So let's see if that works. Are we up? Okay, we're connected and ready. Hey, man. All right. So I've seen this tick already. So I know Jarvis has done his thing. He has sent a message. I just got a message. Yo, guys. That works. Jarvis is live. Jarvis is created. And yeah, I'm really excited about this. This is going to make my life so much easy, guys. So damn easy. So we have Jarvis created. Jarvis is online doing what he knows how to do best, which is to respond to your message. But don't even think about talking to Jarvis if you're in engineers then, because Jarvis is not going to respond. Jarvis is still within my local, all right. And if you're not in engineers then, if you've not joined the community, think about joining. All right, I'm making efforts to make the community better, so you can think about joining or just join into the community and let's do this together. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for this series. In the next series, we're going to get into actually having Jarvis fulfill our business logic. That's having Jarvis fulfill our functional requirements, which is things like scheduled posts, making announcements, greeting new members, and all of this good stuff, guys. Is what we're going to be doing. I'll see you guys on the next one. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I'm begging you. I'm making this content for you. All right, so please make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment in the comment section below. I appreciate that so much more, and it gives me so much pump to continually do what I do best. See you guys on the next one.